Before colonization, South Asia, with its vast wealth of resources, was one of the leading manufacturing and trading regions of the world, producing cotton textiles, spices, and many other products for export. But in the middle of the 18th century, the English East India Company, often in cooperation with regional leaders, gained control over the region. And for 100 years, there was systematic economic exploitation and plunder. Then the British government took control away from the company. And for the next 100 years, exploitation continued. To fuel England's Industrial Revolution, the British exported raw materials from South Asia, while flooding the region with mass-produced products from England. This ravaged South Asia's industrial base. The region, once one of the wealthiest in the world, was turned into an exporter of raw materials. However, the British did help to improve the region's infrastructure, leaving behind a transportation network and an irrigation system, a highly trained civil service, and a postal system, all of which supported the economic development in some of these newly independent countries. Because of exploitation under colonial rule, many of South Asia's new leaders were against building economies solely based on Western-style capitalism. They were influenced by the rapid economic growth in the Soviet Union and by the socialist programs existing in Europe at the time of independence. Using these as models, they established many state-owned enterprises, which controlled the means of production. But with almost no competition, inefficiency and corruption grew, and large segments of the economy began to stagnate. To overcome these problems, many state-run industries were privatized, especially during the 1980s and 90s. Government spending was reduced, and foreign trade and investment was encouraged. Today, the people of South Asia are engaged in a number of different economic activities. 60% of the region's workers are farmers, most on small subsistence farms that continue to be divided as the population grows. 16% of the people are employed in the manufacturing sector. Some work in large-scale state-controlled industries, such as textiles, chemicals, and machinery. But most work in small-scale handicraft enterprises. Then there are those who work in the service sector, the fastest-growing part of South Asia's economy, employing 1/4 of the workforce and accounting for half of the region's economic output. This sector includes everything from tourism to information technology and finance, as well as the world's largest movie industry. Another part of the service sector includes government workers such as teachers, railroad workers, military personnel, and civil servants. These workers in India alone account for 60% of the government's budget. This enormous bureaucracy has led to inefficiency and corruption, hindering economic growth in the country. But no matter what their occupation, the vast majority of people work in the informal sector, largely outside of government taxation and regulations, often working under dangerous conditions. Most of these people are poor farmers, laborers, and street vendors. In looking toward the future, what are the most important driving forces that will continue to encourage economic development in South Asia? One driving force is foreign aid. Foreign aid is used to resettle refugees, rebuild areas devastated by war, clear landmines, and build hospitals and schools. Today in Afghanistan, foreign aid represents the vast majority of the country's revenues. Then there are foreign remittances, tens of billions of dollars sent home annually by South Asians living abroad. In Bangladesh, these remittances are the country's second largest source of foreign revenue. In India, they represent more than 3 times the money received from foreign direct investment.
We saw how much more benefits came to the family, the money which came to the family through women. It's same amount of money, but if it went to the men and if it went to the woman, there's a difference in the benefits.
Micro-lending is yet another important driving force for economic development. In 1976, Dr. Yunus, a Bangladesh university professor, came up with the idea of making small loans to impoverished women to start small businesses. This was the beginning of what became the Grameen Bank. By 2005, this bank had made loans to more than 4 million people in Bangladesh, 96% of them women. These small loans have been used to buy everything from cotton for weaving to a cow for milking. Today, the Grameen Bank is at the center of a global network of micro-lending institutions that fight poverty from Bangladesh to the United States.
My name is Mike.
You just had to brief me up on what's happening.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm gonna help you out today. Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
But no other area has generated as much attention and promise for economic development as outsourcing. The information technology sector includes everything from developing computer software to manning call centers.
We'll try doing this one more time.
Today, more than 1/2 of all the world's Fortune 500 companies now outsource IT operations to India, which has a large English-speaking workforce. Other countries in South Asia are now trying to get on the IT bandwagon. Through these and other positive forces, millions of South Asians have been lifted out of poverty. Life expectancy in the area has doubled since independence, while significant steps have been taken to slow population growth. Tremendous gains have been made in female literacy rates. And the Green Revolution, which began in India, has greatly increased food production in South Asia, eliminating the constant threat of famine that has plagued the region for hundreds of years. Also, as a result of these positive forces, India now has the world's 4th largest economy and the world's largest middle class. Yet, with all of these remarkable achievements, South Asia still remains one of the world's poorest regions. According to the World Bank, 1/3 of the 1.4 billion people live below the international poverty line of $1 a day. half of the region's children under 5 years of age are malnourished. 2/3 of the people do not have access to adequate sanitation facilities. And in spite of tremendous gains in literacy, South Asia still has one of the highest illiteracy rates in the world. Although South Asia faces tremendous challenges, let us not forget that there is no shortage of people, talent, and natural resources. Therefore, the future economic possibilities for South Asia are truly limitless.